This is going to be one of the toughest fight predictions I've ever had to make. I'm just keeping it real, my people. I know for some of yous, it's straightforward, it's easy, yeah? And I'm sure a lot of yous out there, from the consensus I got while I was in the street, a lot of people are going for Moses Itauma. It's like pretty straightforward. I say 98% of boxing fans are backing Moses Itauma to get the job done. But I'm going to say this, man. This week, I've been up and close seeing the fighters, you know, at the public workout, at the final press conference. I've been able to kind of gauge their character. For Moses Itauma, he didn't really hang around too much after like the the public workout and the final press conference. Like, it wasn't really feeling doing interviews, man. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe it could be strategic, but it just hasn't been like accessible. You know, I would have loved to, you know, get one or two questions on Moses Itauma just to gauge his character, gauge, you know, his mental state, where he's at. Do you know what I mean? Just have a little chat with him. But unfortunately, man, he was in that press conference. As soon as the press conference ended, he got up, he left. But shout out to El Animal, Filip Hrgovic, man. Respect to the brother. Listen, man, he stayed behind after the final press conference for about an hour, answering questions from the media. Absolutely incredible, man. He is the real deal, man. Like he's a real one, man. Listen, man, real recognized real. I'm Enzo, the realest in the game, and I can confirm to you that Filip Hrgovic is a real one, yeah. And he's grown on me. Like, before this fight against Moses Itauma, I didn't really pay too much mind to Filip Hrgovic. Obviously, I knew who he was. I've seen his fights, etc. But in terms of his character, I didn't really know what this guy's about. But this week, man, when I've seen him at the public workout, the guy's just bubbly. He's just taking it all in. He's so relaxed. He's so accessible. He's so open. Like, he's chatting to everyone. He's signing autographs. Like, he's just, out of both fighters, he just seems so relaxed. Do you know what I mean? He's as if Hrgovic has no weight on his shoulders whatsoever. On the other hand, Moses Itauma seems tense. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't look happy. I don't know if he's strategic because he's trying to keep a poker face to not give anything away to Hrgovic. But I just don't get it. I just feel like there's been something off with Moses Itauma. I really don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's got a little niggle. I don't know. But whatever it is, something just doesn't look right with Moses Itauma. And that, you know, kind of influenced my final prediction, you know, which I'm going to tell you in a sec. But do me a favor, man. Smash the likes. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe, because you're really going to help us to grow. And the more the channel grows, the more we can bring you more great content. I've done an interview with the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. That video is out now. What a great guy. Adam Smith, man. Salute to you. Respect to you. What a gentleman. Fantastic. So knowledgeable. Me and him went back and forth in the interview. You can go check that out, man. And you know what, yeah? One thing I'll say about Adam Smith. Such a humble guy, man. Like, after the final press conference, he could have packed his bags and left like everyone else, but he stayed for another 2 hours here doing an interview with every single YouTuber. Do you know what I mean? Because the only people that were left there is not like your mainstream media. It's not The Zone and all of them. It was just YouTubers. He stayed behind for like 2 hours, then did interviews with. He made sure everyone got an interview. And you know what? You know, sometimes when you meet these big names out, you know, in these events, they'll give you like, oh, you got 2 or 3 questions. Not Adam Smith. He was like, mate, crack on, mate. If you want to take 40 minutes, let's chat for 40 minutes. And you know what, yeah? He left a big impression on me, you know? Even though he's someone who's been in the game for 30 odd years, mate, he's met all the big fighters, big names, you name him, he's still humble till this day. The fact that he stayed behind, yeah, and spoke to everybody, like, that's just incredible. You gotta respect that, man. So shout out to Adam Smith. Top guy, legend of the game, the voice of boxing. Go check out the interview. I'll leave the link at the end of this video so you can go check it out, man. It's a great interview as well. You'll love it. Let me know what you think of it as well in the comments, man. I'll appreciate it. But yeah, the more you subscribe, you know, the more you like, the more the channel grows, mate. I could bring you so much more content and interviews, man. Trust me. So help the channel grow. I really appreciate it. But anyways, let's get back to this prediction video. Listen, Moses Itauma has all the tools to defeat Filip Hrgovic. That's without a shadow of a doubt. The kid's got fast hands, he's quick with his feet, great reflexes. Do you know what I mean? He throws great combination punching, like probably better than everyone in the heavyweight division right now. Yeah? I'm sure everyone at home agrees with me. And one thing I'll say about Moses Itauma as well, like, I was ringside, yeah, while he was doing his little public workout. When he got down as well, I tried to size him up, like I'm not the biggest dude. I'm 5'7", maybe 5'8", depending on what shoe I'm wearing, depending on what day of the week it is, yeah? But I try to like size up Moses Itauma. Listen, this kid can be a middleweight easily. Like, I'll tell you right now, I have more muscles than Moses Itauma. Like, I carry more mass than Moses Itauma, man. And I'm 5'7". Do you know what I mean? So Moses Itauma, he is super lightweight on his feet. He could seriously fight in the middleweight division. I'm keeping it real. This guy has a tremendous advantage over the other heavyweights. That's why, if you look at Filip Hrgovic's physique coming into this fight, he is looking light on his feet. Because he knows he has to be able to deal with the speed of Moses Itauma. Not match it, because he will never match it. But he has to be able to let his hands go, move his feet. Because if he doesn't, if he's fighting like he's stuck on mud, Moses Itauma will light his ass up. I'm just keeping it real. He's gonna light his ass up and get him out of there within 2-3 rounds, mate. Hrgovic has to move around, mate. He has to have that mobility in the ring, because if he doesn't, mate, it's an early night, man. And that's why you see Filip Hrgovic go out there in Big Bear, train with Abel Sanchez. Sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, the coach, but that's why he's put on so much work, Filip Hrgovic, and he looks in tremendous shape. Like today, the press conference, he's wearing like a button-up shirt, but then he left it open. He's showing his new physique. He was like, Filip Hrgovic was just feeling himself. He looks relaxed. You know what I mean? He's really bought into this whole spectacle, man. He's enjoying. He's having the time of his life. It's as if he's got no worries. And I think that might be affecting Moses Itauma. The fact that Filip Hrgovic is so relaxed, he's so confident, I think Itauma and his camp are thinking, damn, like, does this guy know something we don't know? And he left me thinking, does Hrgovic, El Animal, know something that us the public don't know? Because he's so relaxed, he's so comfortable. I mean, I spoke to him, I interviewed him, and he told me how much this IBF title means to him, because if he wins it, he'll become the first ever Croatian to become a heavyweight champion in boxing. It's never been done before. So he's going to make history as well. It's not just Moses Itauma becoming the youngest, champion since Mike Tyson, the youngest British heavyweight champion of all time. Hrgovic has got some history to make as well. And he wants to do it. He's determined. And he looks confident. He looks the more relaxed. On the other hand, Itauma looks intense. He looks hesitant. He's not really engaging with the media, from what I saw. I wanted to ask him a few questions, but he left. He was never available. He's never accessible. And if you want to be a pay-per-view star, you're going to have to be accessible. If you want to be the people's champ, you're going to have to be accessible. You're going to have to communicate with the media. Do you know what I mean? Engage with your fans. Be out there. Like, do you know what I mean? Be the people's champ. They're comparing him to the likes of Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, but those guys had character, man. Those guys were people's champions. They were the men of the people. They were out there in the streets with the people. That's why they were so loved. And I get the feeling sometimes Moses Itauma, the people around him believe he's going to be a superstar. They want him to be a superstar. They're pushing him to be a superstar. But I get the feeling that Moses Itauma himself doesn't want to be a superstar. He just wants to get in a ring, handle business, and go home. Do you know what I mean? It's as if Moses Itauma doesn't really enjoy the business side of boxing. He likes the fighting side, doesn't enjoy the business side of boxing. Do you know what I mean? The PR, the marketing, etc., etc. He doesn't really like all that. And I understand, because it can be a distraction at times. But it's something that he's going to have to learn to deal with, because the bigger you get, the titles you win, the bigger your profile grows. Unfortunately, everybody is gonna want to know about you. Everyone's gonna want some access to you. Everyone's gonna want to interview you. You're gonna get brand deals. Like, all the achievements he does in a ring is gonna spill over to the streets, man. Do you know what I mean? It's just the way shit goes. It's just the way sports goes. And I think Itauma, with age, he's gonna grow. He's gonna learn to understand the business side of boxing. And he's going to have to maybe have a few people around him. I don't know, speak to ex-champions, Anthony Joshua, Lennox Lewis, how they dealt with it. You know, even reach out to Mike Tyson, how he dealt with fame. You know, they might give him some advice, how he can deal with it if he can't handle it. Because I get the feeling Itauma is not really enjoying the business side of boxing. He's not really enjoying this parade. He's not enjoying none of that, you know? But listen, man, I hope, you know, as he gets older, more experienced, he understands how it goes and he becomes more accessible to the fans, because at the end of the day, yeah, the most important people are the fans, because, you know, we pay the pay-per-views, we buy the tickets, you know, we help to build the profiles of these fighters, you know what I mean? But listen, I think I need to give you my prediction. You know, I think it's about time. I've blabbed on enough. I think you want to hear Enzo, the realest in the game's prediction. Listen, this is what I'm going to say. Hrgovic, out of the both fighters, he's the limited one. You know, like I said, man, Itauma, he's got the speed, fast hands, fast feet, combinations, the feints, you know what I mean, ring IQ, reflexes, like he's got everything. He's got absolutely everything. It's almost unfair. The kid is so good. And I speak to people who are close to him. They always tell me, Enzo, man, stop doubting this kid. He's so talented. Trust me, he's gonna run the heavyweight division for a long time. He was smacking up all these champions when he was 15. That's what I keep getting told. And listen, I understand it. I really do understand it. But the decision I'm making, the prediction, my prediction is based on a gut feeling from getting close and personal with these fighters this week. Engaging with them, like looking in their eyes. And for me, there's just something about El Animal. Filip Hrgovic, it just seems like he wants it more than Itauma. Itauma is kind of like just laid back. He's like, yo, I just need to turn up and I'm going to smoke this guy. And sometimes that attitude, that approach can get you in big trouble in the ring, man. You know, and I hope for Itauma, listen, I know he's going to be successful. He's going to be successful. Win, lose or draw on Saturday against Hrgovic. He's got a bright future ahead of him in the heavyweight division. That's without a shadow of a doubt, man. There's no doubt about that. But listen, my prediction, after careful consideration, like I really had to think deep. And you know what, yeah? It kills me because I really like these two fighters, man. Hrgovic has really grown on me this week. You know, I've come to understand the person, Hrgovic, rather than just watching him on TV, seeing the fight, like how he's gone about business, how he's engaged with the fans and the media. It just changed my whole perspective on Filip Hrgovic, man. You know what I mean? And I know he has a lot of limitations, but I just feel like his experience is just gonna get him over the line, my people. That's why my prediction, I know some people will think, yo, Enzo, are you absolutely nuts, mate? Hrgovic has no chance. But I've made my mind up. And I know I might have pie on my face. I might have egg on my face come Saturday evening. High likely it will happen. But I'm going for Filip Hrgovic to stop Moses Itauma late on Saturday. That's what I'm going for, man. I think Filip Hrgovic, he's gonna take all the big blows for Moses Itauma. He's going to be in big trouble. He might even get wobbled. He might even have to take a knee and get back up, recover. But I just think his experience, his determination, yeah, because this guy, he just feels like he's been looked down upon. People have dismissed him, discredited him. I just feel like he's going to use all of that energy, yeah, to get him over the line against Moses Itauma. And I think Itauma starts quick, very fast, starts to light up Hrgovic, but I think Hrgovic withstands the pressure. He deals with it, comes through the adversity, takes Moses Itauma into deep waters and stops Moses Itauma, I would say between rounds 8 to 10. It's going to be a late stoppage, TKO. Itauma, he's going to tire. Lack of experience, and also his corner being Ben Davison, who always makes mistakes, doesn't know how to make adjustments. Hrgovic has got Abel Sanchez, who had Golovkin. He's got experience. He knows how to navigate fights during, turbulence. I think they're gonna be strong. They're gonna finish strong, and I think they're gonna finish Moses Itauma, man. And listen, it pains me to say this because I really got love for Moses Itauma, and I think that he is the future of the heavyweight division. but I think it's just too much too soon. All the pressure, all the noise, I don't think he's going to deal with it well. Listen, I might be wrong, and if I am, I'll come back on Saturday after the fight in my post-fight reaction and put my hands up. But as a man, I stand on my prediction. That is it, my people. That's my prediction. Let me know in the comments, man, who you got winning, Moses Itauma or Filip Hrgovic come Saturday night. Let me know your predictions in the comments. Let's have a chat. Let's have a debate. Why not? That's why we love the sport of boxing. Thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo, the realist in the game. Please don't forget to smash the likes. And if you're new to the channel, please go ahead and subscribe. I will see you soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.